Our A starts from 80. So I had like 3 courses that I had 77, 78, 77. And I'm like, what happened?
Now, you mentioned that you picked your own poison, Ayomide, if I'm correct.
I picked my own poison. So whatever school you know that you're writing in your jam form, just know that you pick your own poison. So whatever it is that you see, I mean, you can't expect the school you're attending to be 10 over 10. Like, it's not possible. Like, Babcock had its flaws. Like,
there is something that we are also noticing, that private institutions seems to roll out a lot of first-class graduates during their
I mean, it's
convocation.
whatever it is that students come out, like schools won't come out and fabricate numbers.
I would love to start by asking, many students really don't like the school that they attended. Do you really love Babcock University?
That's a very deep question.
I would love to start by asking, many students really don't like the school that they attended. Do you really love Babcock University?
That's a very deep question. I picked Babcock myself, so it's more like I picked my own poison. There's no school that is perfect out there. Like, that's what I tell people that I know that they're just entering uni. So I picked my own poison. So whatever school you know that you're writing in your jam form, just know that you pick your own poison. So whatever it is that you see, I mean, you can't expect the school you're attending to be 10 over 10. Like, it's not possible. Like, nobody is perfect. I mean, Babcock had its flaws. Like, it was what I wanted, but like, they had its flaws rather. And I mean, like I said, I picked my poison, and to God be the glory, I finished through.
I wanted to ask this question because I wanted us to, kind of dissect this school, because there's been a kind of a debate online about private being better than federal and the rest, which I don't want to meddle in, but I just want to understand before
Wait, I didn't get that.
So I said I wanted to understand this private institute, because I believe online there has been a heated debate that the private sector or the private institute is better than the federal institute. So, but before I join that debate, I want to have a holistic understanding and hear from different minds on what they see and what they experience. Now, you mentioned that you picked your own poison, Ayomide, if I'm correct. So, what are the things? Okay, let's start with this. I was kind of watching how you responded to this question. Let's start with, what do you truly love about Babcock University before we get into the things you really disliked?
What do I love about Babcock? To be honest,
Yeah.
is it the school itself or my experience? I think I need to understand that better.
I mean, holistically, from your own experience, what do you, when you witnessed all these things, what are the things that you said, wow, I love my school for this?
If my VC listens to this. Okay. Now I'm going to have to think, because what do I love about Babcock? I just feel like this is tough.
Welcome to the
Please,
Nigerian Student Podcast.
What do I love about Babcock? I don't know. I'm trying not to. I don't want to put everything into God. So I'm trying to think of like a better answer. That question is quite tricky, but like I will just answer it with the community of people I met along like my journey while in school. I just feel like that it just summed up my whole journey being in school, like community of people I met, the friendships I made, the people I made, the networks I got to experience, the clubs I got to join, to grow myself. So yeah, I'll just say that. That's just it. There's always a room for you to grow. So it now depends on how you want to leverage with that opportunity. So I feel like that's just what thing I love about Babcock.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, can we flip the coin to what are the, okay, let's limit it to 3 things you dislike about the school. Just calm down.
This is tougher. What do I dislike about Babcock? Do I have to say it on? Do I have to? I can tell you a secret, so we don't have to put it out there.
Yes, the thing is, it's a dislike. We have the potentials of disliking things that are actually good. It doesn't tarnish the image of the institute. This is something that you've seen and you really don't sit well with it. So it's your opinion. If it's something that is worth them looking into and also working on, it's fine. A lot of innovative ideas came from persons that dislike the particular system.
Okay, so I think I will just speak on behalf of most of the population of Babcock
Mm.
students. And if you ask a random student, like, what do you dislike about Babcock here, they will most likely tell you the rules. But I didn't 100% like an issue. Like, I mean, there were some rules that you would just say and be like, why? But I mean, there were just some that I just had to, I mean, like I said, I picked my poison. So whoever I'm complaining to at that point, like if I'm ranting just to myself, like it won't do anything. Like their room will still be their room. So basically, so I feel like that's just what a backpack student to say. But I mean, to be fair, I didn't really have problems with all of their rules, but I mean there were some that
He choke.
that's that
But can you just mention one rule that really didn't sit well with you? One of those rules that really didn't sit well with you?
it's not really a rule per se. I feel like it's just
Restrictions.
it's their standard. They don't eat meat. They 7 day Adventist unit, so they don't eat protein. It's just egg. They don't eat meat, chicken. So, I mean, I got used to it.
Wow.
You can always get in school. Like there are like two places where you can get protein. I survived basically. So we had tofu. Took a while before I started eating tofu, but it wasn't bad. But like now that I'm out of Babcock, it's not like I would continue eating tofu. I just had to eat it because I was in that space. So I mean,
Wait a minute. You say in Babcock, you guys don't eat meat. You guys don't eat chicken.
they don't serve us that in the cafeteria, but you can buy it from the guest house and canteen.
Okay, okay. But is there a justifiable reason why they don't?
It's their religious. It's part of their religious beliefs, basically. It's better we don't go into that. It's just what they believe into. They have a Bible verse they back it up with and all of that. So
Is it a Sabbatarian school?
yes, yes, yes. We go to church on Saturdays.
Wow, interesting. Well, that's another conversation for another day. Okay, now so that we don't piss some persons off, online. But now I have a little understanding of the school. So in case someone requests for an advice, should I go for this school or not? I'll first of all tell you they know they chop meat.
No, don't scare them that way.
It's not about scaring. I will give you. It's a good school. Bangkok is one of the best universities on Nigeria in Nigeria. But then, as we also promote this, we also tell them disclaimer: meat, chicken not allowed. Okay,
They'll eat tofu. Tell them they'll eat your food.
okay, okay. Can we go back to your 100 level? If you could get a time travel or get the opportunity to travel back to your 100 level and meet Ayomide herself, the 100 level version of Ayomide, what do you think you would tell her to do differently?
I think I'll place it back on my academic scene. Like you said, I mean, when people hear that I finished like with the best graduating, whatever, they want to believe it's the first class. But I mean, that wasn't my case, to be fair. Yeah, I finished with a 2 word. Yeah.
Wow.
But if I could go back and, tell Ayomide to, well, it wasn't that, obviously, I was a serious student for me to have come out with that. But I feel like I would have doubled my pace. Yes. And everything I did, to, be that you get. So
I
I feel
don't
like
get.
I feel like that's just the only thing because I mean I was social right from start and every other thing was in line. I mean school, like academics was also in line, but like I feel like it would have like, if I were to go back, I would give that like a double speed of how I was 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
Okay, okay. I want us to do it this way. Assuming now I'm Ayomide version 100 level and you are speaking to me, I want you to advise me, meeting me and from your own experience, meeting me, I want you to now give me that advice realistically.
Okay. I'll take GDS serious.
GD,
More serious than I did. Yeah. More serious than I did. And the part that you think will not come out in exam, that's the part that you will meet because you did not read it. So yeah. I mean
okay,
and also
okay,
avoiding silly mistakes. I feel like that was an issue I also had. Thinking about it now, like because most of my scores at the end of first semester, like I had like 3 courses. Because first of all, Babcock, our A starts from 80. Yeah. So I
wow.
had like 3 courses that I had 77, 78, 77. And I'm like, what happened? Like, if I had done something better in exam, obviously, it would have not been that. You get so avoiding silly mistakes too would have been something.
You mentioned about GDL. Please, what's GDL? Okay, GDS. GDS, that General Studies. Us, we call us GSS.
Okay, some other
GSS.
schools call it GNS. So it's
Exactly.
GDS. Mm-hmm.
Now in my school, they call it GST.
Okay, I think the code has actually changed now. I think GST is the new code actually. But like
Uh,
then it was GDS. It was actually GDS, but like we call it GDS. GDS.
wow. Okay, now I want us to also reflect on your journey because I'm learning a lot from this conversation right now. What do you think is the biggest? I often ask this question to a lot of best graduating students. What do you think is the biggest lie Nigerian students believe about success in school?
The biggest lie. Okay, apart from the old school na scam that people always see, I'm trying to think of another thing. School is not a scam. I mean, if you have your degree, even if
Are you
you not
sure?
use your degree immediately, like is in better having that degree. So what's another lie I can think of? I don't know if this is the right answer, but like this whole comparison thing with a first class in a private uni. I don't know if you know that. I can't remember how they always put that banter online that if first class in private uni is second class in federal. I can't remember how that line go. Yeah.
Some persons argue that that's the pattern. Some persons say, okay, a second class in a federal uni is a first class in private uni.
To be honest, yeah, when I see such banters online, I just avoid it because I mean you don't know the struggle this person have put in place to get this particular degree. So you're now putting comparison and saying that some even go as far as saying that they dash out first class in private unis. Not from
Mm.
the school I finished from. People that finished with first class, obviously they worked hard for it. Even people that finished with 2-1, whatever it is that your degree, like whatever it is that the degree you finished with, obviously you worked hard for it. Whether you put in maximum effort or you put in minimal effort, it's whatever it's the effort you put in that you came out with. You get so I don't feel it's right for people to say that this degree is this degree in federal. No, don't do that. No.
The thing is, we've kind of noticed a little bit of trend that private seems to roll out a whole lot of first class graduates every convocation. Private.
Repeat what you said.
There is something that we are also noticing that private institutions seems to roll out a lot of first class graduates during
I
their
mean, it's
convocation.
whatever it is that students come out like. I don't think schools won't come out and fabricate numbers. I feel like even for
Yes,
my set,
it's
the number of first class was actually, I think it was, I won't say it was low, but like, it wasn't what people would actually like. I can't remember the number, but it's whatever it is that students finish with that they will put out there. They won't fabricate, they won't add, they won't reduce. So if you are seeing 500 first class graduates, I mean, 500 students finished, I mean, that means they worked for it. You get so I feel like it's just what it is basically. Like there's no even better English, there's no bigger English for it. Is what the students like, I mean, they would announce. Do you get? They won't. I don't think schools will go as low as fabricating numbers to put it out there. Like, nah.
the thing is, the argument is not about the schools fabricating the numbers. The argument is that the system is so easy to achieve those
I
first
promise
class
you it's not.
honors.
I
Hmm?
mean, I won't say it's not, but at the same time, if you if you like I said, it's you. I think I should break it down for you.
Break it down for
40.
me, please.
Yes, 40 marks is for what's it called? It's for CA. We have 5 for attendance, 10 for assignments, 10 for quiz, and 15 for mid semester. So let's say, you go to class every time, you already have 5 solid marks. If you get 8, 9, solid. Quiz, if you get 7, 8, 9, so solid. But like if you're mid semester, if you're not getting as high as 12, 13, your CA is already shaking. Do you get? It's like you're having like maybe 28, like 28 to 32. And then that means you have to have like 45 plus in exam for it to get an A. So like it's not as easy as people think it is genuinely, because like I said, I had 77, 76. Like if I had done better, I probably my CA or maybe my miss semester. Do you get? So it's not as easy as people think it is genuinely, because the efforts alone that student to read, almost to read is not easy. Reading is not easy. Genuinely, like
Math, math
it
best
takes
student
the
is
grace
telling
of
me
God.
reading is not easy.
What did you say?
I said, sorry to cut you short, but the best student in mathematics is telling me that reading is not easy.
To be honest, is it easy? You sit down and read for like 2-3 hours. Most times, you have to give yourself breaks so that you will not run mad. Like I'm learning theorems, I'm learning theorems, I'm learning calculations, I'm learning this, proving, and it's not easy. I can't tell you it's easy. But I mean, it will be easy like along the line, but it's not just it's not just easy like that. So
It's not just easy like that. That's the truth.
you have to
The
put in
thing is,
the effort. You have to, I feel
I
like
love how
you
you're
just have to put in the effort. Put in the effort. If you put in the effort, you're not saying the work you want. You know that you're supposed to double your efforts. Basically, I mean, that's just it. It will take a lot of
I love
hard
how
work, doing and everything, but you just have to do it. You burn the midnight. See that burning the midnight candle. It wasn't really my thing. Like people will say, "Oh, I stayed up all night." I think on rare occasions I actually did. To be fair, in my final year, I think third final year, I actually did. But like most times, I will doze off because I'm like, I'm human. Nature is bound to happen. You get. But like I won't come and tell you that, oh, I'm awake from 12 to 5 and reading. No, I didn't do that. Even if I am, I'm not reading all through. I'm taking breaks. I'm pressing my phone to relax my head because I'm putting theorems, I'm putting calculations in my head. It's just the effort. I mean, it's just the effort. Most times, okay, wait, let me diverge a bit. Most times, even if you put maximum effort, yeah, the results you get, it won't be equalized to the effort you put in. But then again, it's just sad, to be honest. But we move regardless.
Nigerian students will always say we move.
Yes, so because I mean most times it's not favorable to others, but like I mean, you just pray. That's even people that pray step most times doesn't really life is just the dynamics of life is just weird. Let me just put it that way.
But then, what do you think students should actually do to obtain any result that they want to achieve?
Know what works best for you, to be honest. Like I said, I'm not the type to read online. I'm not the type to read throughout the night. Just know what works best for you, to be honest. Prioritize your time. Know what I feel like that's just the ultimate. There's no other word to explain this to know. Just know what works best for you. Know your reading style. Some people can read in a noisy environment. Some people can read in if it's not noisy, they cannot read. Unless it's quiet before they can read. Maybe just few noises there and there before they can read. Some can read with music, some can read without music. So I feel like it's just a matter of knowing your style, basically, to be honest. And then you put in that extra effort.
Well, we believe you got value from this conversation. Now, what is the one thing you learned from this episode? Please let us know in the comment section. Thank you and see you on Monday.